So last class we had a bit of a session about meters in poetry. So I want to see if you guys are now able to uh able to just try and tell apart what type of meters each of them is. Sorry, my connection's horrible today, so please, there might be time where it kind of is like choppy. I was wondering if you guys would want to do a book it as like an opening for the class, and then we can start with uh with our theory session again. So we're on a book it. Do you want a book it or do you want to go straight into a class?
Look at
Okay, book it. Okay, again with the vote, what type of
Crypto hack.
Battle Royale.
battle
Oh yeah,
royale?
Battle Royale.
Okay, let's do battle royale, okay? Uh
I have too many holiday banners, but it's not a holiday right now.
I actually never bought like any good banners. It was kind of like all the banners that I bought were somehow very questionable. Look, it does have some really good banners though.
I've got Halloween and Christmas banners. Pirate Street themed
I mean,
and
like Halloween is next month. So yeah, if you're going with that, then I won't be judging. Um, let's I'll wait for everyone to get in. Hey, does anyone have any problems with getting in or something?
Lucy has to type in her name first.
No, because like I I guess. It's 9 out of 10 people right now. Oh, it's 8 out of 9 people right now. Uh, okay, so I'll just start. It does allow late joining, so it's gonna.
Can we just skip the instructions?
I mean, like. Uh, okay, sure. 9 players. Wait, 9 players means like there's no match, right? Okay, right. Uh, there's 5 dactyls, 22%. Four. I am an econometer. Okay, one thing I do need to remind you guys is that how we count when it comes to meters. I think a lot of you guys probably forgot because mono means one. Uh, basically like dot some mono as a prefix, which means mono something. Monometer is one. Dimeter, dy, like di, the short I is two. Trimeter is three, and then so on and so forth. Like pentameter is five, that kind of thing. Results. 6 players remain. Heptameter is 7, by the way. Okay, 4 remaining. All right. Okay, can I ask who's Skibidi?
Me.
Okay, so one more round left. It's the 11th round.
I literally forgot Mona was one.
Sometimes it's because of like panicking thing. You can't all lose, so there's like, okay, another match. Oh God, this is going to go on forever, isn't it?
I'm just hoping Alina loses.
1 foot.
I would have been 5 players earlier.
This should be easy enough. How is there like 3? How? What?
Yay!
That's
You
literally
drink, sir.
Thank you, Steven. Lena is the cause of my destruction because she won by a few milliseconds. At least
You literally have a touchscreen and I don't. I use.
Why do I get a tie for heaven's sake?
Okay, so Toby won first place, and then it's Lena,
Who's got the name Lena as that?
and then Lisa. Who's
Bruh.
is this you, Luna?
The butterfly? Yes.
Yeah, but whose Lena is bad?
I'm rooting for Lucy.
It's Lucy. Okay, so, yeah, okay, you guys did quite well. Just a bit on like the counting thing, it's quite difficult, but it's going to be like beneficial for you because you're going to have to learn it anyway in like middle school.
I cannot remember them.
It's a Latin thingy, so maybe like
Hey,
you'll get used to it.
wait. I did I publish my? I published the meter one. Why is it not here?
Wait, let me see. Hate talent sometimes.
Did it get erased or something?
Did you like put it in the draft? Or maybe either that or you posted it in the wrong column.
I don't think so.
What do you actually think about my poem?
I haven't find my column yet, so I posted in your column.
I got too spooked to read Lena's, and I did. And when I
posted
did,
in
I was
the-
very scared.
Mine is
Me
the
too,
poem
right?
of a rock. Mine's poem of a rock.
Oh, okay. Then just let me add a new section. Who did the poetry pass thingy? Okay, so you guys did really well on these poems.
How did it disappear or something? Does anyone know how I can remove the picture of the eye?
Yeah, I can do that for you if you want.
I mean,
Did you draw this with your mouse or something? It looks like it was drawn on Microsoft Paint.
I just drew it on Padlet. How did I get that? Horrible, isn't it? Poem I wrote back.
One thing that might have happened is you accidentally clicked this, which just like deletes the entire thing instead of publish. Maybe that's it.
I'm pretty sure I pressed publish.
Uh,
What do you actually think about my poem?
Your poem? Yeah, actually, I saw yeah, I read it, and to be honest, your entire vibe is giving me like you like mystery, so you just put it in everything that you do, and I kind of like it.
And the poem actually describes my childhood since I usually watch horror movie when I was young, and when I sleep alone, and I just imagine a bunch of ghosts around my room.
Yeah,
How that makes me sleep well.
Did anyone get spooked by reading it?
I mean, like you get to the point where you know that it's not real, so it's fine. But I mean, like, yeah, sometimes it does give your like intrusive thoughts little food.
I was too scared to read it, but when I did, I just got bored with it.
You know, actually, my
Finally
room
scary.
has a mirror that faces directly into my bed.
I've got a scare of looking at mirrors at night, but that's just because I expect a ghost or a zombie to walk out of it.
You know, in like my grandma used to tell me that you shouldn't be looking at mirrors at night.
I do look at mirrors at night.
My
Especially
You have to
grandma
brush your
tells me the
teeth.
same thing, but it just makes me even look at it even more and even said, "Come out, girls, I know you are there."
no one ever told me never to look in the
I
mirror
like
at
it.
night.
My mom thinks that I'm crazy, almost sending me to a mental hospital because I do that every night.
What did she do?
Why?
I look at mirrors almost every single night.
I mean, you have to brush your teeth, so it's well, I mean, you can explain that because
It's
most
funny that
There's
all
a
my
mirror in
family
my
members
background. Come on.
are afraid of mirrors especially when it's when it's nighttime. But I love mirrors. Kind of like it just makes me feel creepy vibes.
yeah. Do you know that there is also a belief that you shouldn't like trim your nails at night?
I do that all the time.
Me too. I don't have time in the morning.
I don't
Yeah,
trim my nails. I just trim my nails when I'm bored.
yeah, actually like according to folklore,
Right
you
now,
don't trim
nails,
your nails at night. You shouldn't be trimming them at night because
right
they
now my
say
nails
that
look.
it's like
I usually like to, for them. I usually let them grow for like to here, and then I cut them.
you shouldn't let your nails grow too long. I heard that it could be like some health benefits or some like some health things or something.
Oh wait, that's how close we are right now. The benefits of having a sister to beat up. Hey. Stop it.
Okay. Uh, but you guys are literally just opposite each other, right?
Almost
Who and who?
everything. But we do like all
Luna
like
and Lucy. Because like I see like the bookshelf thingy, it kind of looks familiar on both sides.
this. Hello. Hey! Stop.
What bookshop?
In their backgrounds.
Oh, I have a bookshelf
Okay.
too.
She's
Actually.
super close, so it's easy to beat her up.
Okay.
That's your fault. You turn it off.
Okay, so today I will be introducing to you one of my favorite poems ever. Like, it is quite an old poem, and it's quite long actually. Originally published in 1794. Wait. But I think you guys can get the gist of why people say that. Why people say that poetry is used to like tell a story. Here, this is A Poison Tree by William Blake. Published in 1794. It's a pretty short poem about repressing your anger and the consequences of doing so. Saying that repressing your anger is one of the 7 deadly sins, that kind of thing. The central theme is quite dark, but I think most of you guys are already like 10, 11, so maybe you guys can and do relate to this sometimes. So yeah, if you're free, just like give it a read. If you like get something out of it, you get something out of it. It's just like food for thought here. Now let's go on to our second part of the theories. Does anyone here remember what a simile and a metaphor is? I mean, like, does anyone remember any type of like memory? Yeah. Lisa?
I remember that similes is compare using as and like, and metaphor is the comparison without using those 2 words.
That's correct. Usually with metaphors, you would use is, just being like that. Just use is. Okay, so there's a lot of when you learn figures of speeches that have resemblances, you use these all throughout of your writing style, and using a lot of them will help you kind of like help viewers get a more like visual type other than visual type of perspective rather than you're just telling them things. There is also 2 more things that I would like to introduce. 3 more things, sorry. One is personification. You would know this already, but you know, just as a preface again, because personification is a bit different here. Personification is basically a figure of speech where human qualities are given to non-human objects or abstract concepts. Like, for example, the leaves dance in the wind. How about, and things like that. And you use a lot of these when you're trying to describe something in nature, describe something like an emotion, that kind of thing. And second thing is, the second thing is allusion. Allusion is basically a figure of speech that makes a reference to a well-known person, place, event, work of art without actually mentioning it. For example, the phrase, "he met his Waterloo," is an allusion. Waterloo here refers to the Battle of Waterloo, where Napoleon died. This means, so the sentence, "he met his Waterloo," means that he has he has gone through a place where he basically met his downfall. So when you do allusions like these, you can make them either really, really obvious or so obscure to the point that only if that person knows like the ins and out of that thing, they will know it. And it could go either way. For example, if you have, there's a lot of like, if you are in my language arts class, you would know that there are a lot of allusions in the book in Frankenstein to the book of Genesis, which is basically about God creating humans. And the last but not least is sorry. The last but not least is antonomasia. Antonomasia is a figure of speech where a proper name is replaced with a title, nickname, or descriptive phrase. For example, instead of saying the lion, you can say the king of the jungle. If you are familiar with Macbeth, Macbeth is someone who is also referred a lot as King of Scotland. That is an antonomasia. Basically, antonomasias are nicknames, are titles, and are things that people and descriptive phrases that people assigned to certain to others, like even animals, like you can see with the lion, and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's basically that. Now, now I want you guys to be able to find either. So I would like to take a random poem and kind of like just like see. Okay, I'll go with a peaceful day if that's it. Okay. Let me share the screen again. Uh, okay, can everyone see the text clearly?
Yes.
Okay, so leave you guys to make about 5 minutes for you to like read the entire poem and see whether it has any figure of speeches like antonomasia, personifications, similes, metaphors, that kind of stuff. Your 5 minutes starts now, by the way.
What are we supposed to do again?
We're just going to find figures of speech like similes, metaphors.
Personification?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Oh, matter. I can't pronounce it. Onomatopoeia.
How are we supposed to how are we supposed to find them?
Read it and just see like
I mean, how do you point out what is what figure of speech?
I just explained to you, so it's up to you to use that knowledge and then try to basically identify which is which.
So we just write sentences that are those stuff.
You
Or
can just basically, like for example, you can just say that which parts in what stanza is the figure of speech in, what line in the stanza, and then just like why it's a figure of speech.
I don't get it.
What don't you get?
I don't get about you know explaining the figure of speech because I don't really understand that.
Like for example, I'll take an example. Okay. Its melody takes gentle wing. So in this part, it means that its melody is basically flying in a basically meaning that the melody is gentle, easy to hear. So first, the melody itself, it cannot have a wing, right? So it must be a personification. There. It's just kind of like that. Do you understand that? Okay.
I've only found like one of the figures of speech in my poem. It's just like
Yeah, it's
a
fine. Sometimes you
metaphor.
don't use them a lot.
It's okay if I only have one.
Yeah, it's fine. Sometimes maybe like it's not necessary to use a lot.
I didn't know that there was gonna be that, so I didn't add much of those.
It's a free verse. You can practically do whatever you want.
There's only gonna be one figure of speech. If
Let me
that's
see.
too little, I'll try and get in and add more.
If you want to add more, then it's fine.
I'll try.
Okay. Uh, okay, your 5 minutes are already up. Let's, okay, so let me see. Can you guys please publish your findings on these kind of things?
Wait, publish?
Oh, so like you're just looking at it?
Well, I'm noting it down on a
Yeah,
page.
sure. Okay, so if you want, then we can go through it. Just okay, so I want you guys to like let's see, how many Lena, how many like personifications, metaphors, that kind of thing do you have in your poem?
I'm not interested in a math like to like now, so I'm not going to like really count because I find a lot of stuff. So when I like reread it, the first simile that I found is the third line, which
A
is it
third
can plot in
line?
its place like it's pressed the rose sheet.
Okay, yeah, that is a simile.
And I actually wrote a simile without knowing it. I wrote everything without knowing what I wrote.
And sometimes it's unconscious.
I mean,
Most
it's
of the times when you do it like unconsciously do it, it's better than trying to sprinkling it in.
I also try to make it Kafka-esque, but I don't think it did it.
Uh,
Do I need to continue?
yeah, sure. I mean, like, do you have anything to add?
Well, there's a lot, so I'm just well, the personification, it laughs when it hears my heart skip in its beat. I don't know if this is a personification or something, but I do think that it is since a ghost is not like a real human.
I mean, the ghost isn't a human, so yeah, it does count.
So if a ghost isn't a real human, then there will be a lot of personification.
Yeah. Uh, for example, it telling, usually ghosts don't tell people things. We would know that.
And also the metaphors.
Also, I'm pretty sure ghosts don't need to breathe, but because it's already dead, but
I mean, like I was writing unconsciously. Like I
yeah.
I kind of think of the ghost like an animal. Animal. So animals still breathe though. And also the metaphors, his eyes would blink and his I don't think that's metaphor. A note made of teeth.
Mhm.
Gross.
That's actually gross, yeah.
I don't know why I came up with that idea. Like
This is a teeth.
Luna,
What? It is a teeth.
you're always a psychopath.
Is that my tooth? No, it's mine.
What?
This thing is a teeth.
Whose teeth? Yours or Lucy's?
Mine.
Ew.
I lost all my teeth in the dirt.
Second ew.
Pretty much I just spat out my tooth at school. And then I just started bleeding. Pretty quick. So did you turn off the echo? I don't know how to.
To be honest, though, note made out of tooth. I mean,
I
like, how does that even work? I'm kind of like,
wait.
So
Sorry.
basically, the thing pulled out the teacher's teeth and turned it into a note. Maybe
Yeah.
she ground it into powder and stuck it into sticky. Like she sprinkled it in the shape of words, or because I don't think that the teacher would have had enough teeth to make a whole sentence.
Like what I meant is that the ghost freaking unalived the teacher, and then he used her teeth for something. Like I don't really remember, but he used
also like he mashed up the teeth and made it into like a powder.
yeah.
That kind of.
He analyzed
that's
the
creepy.
teacher.
That's creepy.
Well, I like creepy things.
Lena, have you thrown all your teeth in the trash?
What?
I pray that no one ever makes you think of drawing creepypasta stuff because
No, I don't actually watch creepypastas. And this is a bit silly. I watch like foreign horror movies.
Hey, twice when Lucy lost her tooth, she put it under her pillow, and I took Lucy's money and put it under her pillow. You already did.
Okay, that's like tooth fairy, but make it like
Like
homemade.
she received her own money.
If we're going to write another one today, then you'll be shocked. I've came up with a better idea.
Okay.
Thing for my purse.
Thank you for making me have basically nightmare fuel for today. Thank you very much for that.
Now I'm very mad at you. So that's a
I'm scared.
Well, technically, it's
You break your bones.
Like, okay, that's like scary, but how about Kate? Anyone else? Sarah, can you tell me a bit more about your poem? Like, what is about any similes or metaphors that you made? Sarah? Sarah, are you here? Oh. Hate this.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me a bit more about like any like similes, metaphors that your poem has?
Um.
If you need more time to prep, then I can just like move on to someone else.
Yes,
And
I
then
need
I'll get
motion.
back later.
I need
Okay.
motion.
All right, then Luna, how about you? What is your can you tell me a bit more about your poem? It's kind of interesting.
What should I tell you about it?
I mean, I know it's about ghosts, and also you spelled Hades' names wrong. Hades' name wrong. But yeah. Other
It
than
was
that,
originally supposed to be Reaper, but then I thought the word Reaper is too long and I would have to make the sentence extra. So I just switched it to Hades.
Hades has an S behind his name.
Then is it supposed to be spelled Hades
Yeah,
quotation thingy S?
yeah, Hades.
That would have looked confusing, so yeah, it does look weird.
Or you can just say Pluto.
Maybe.
Pluto's basically the same as Hades.
I know that, but someone thought who's gonna name why is the mansion named after a planet?
No, the planet is named after him.
I know. But obviously a lot of people don't know that.
Fair.
I mean
Or you can
a lot of people know the name Hades, but they often associate Pluto with the planet.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, okay, whatever, it's fine. Can you tell me a bit more about any similes, metaphors, that thing that you have going on?
Well, I don't well, I could barely find any. I think that the definition of death is a metaphor.
Metaphor for what?
For the ghosts. Because they're
Sure.
basically deaf, so they're practically the definition of it.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let me see. Uh, others, some were refugees. Yeah, there wasn't much like uh personification thingy, but I do see an antonomasia.
What's that?
It's basically like any type of nickname for something that you just have mentioned.
Okay.
It's usually not that nickname that you make for your characters. It's the kind of nickname that everyone knows, everyone already has.
Can you tell me again what similes and that stuff you just said? I forgot.
A simile is a
Metaphors?
comparison using like or as, while the metaphor compares directly.
Okay, thank you.
It's all comparison, just like the use of it.
Thank you.
Also, one more thing that is factually wrong, I just want to point that out, is Hades is not the god of death.
I know he's the god of the underworld, more like.
He's the god of the dead. There's
Yeah,
actually 3 entities of the underworld, but I won't get too much into the geeky thing. Let me see. A chicken banana.
What's it?
Oh, yeah, you guys are doing pretty well with these here. Uh, To be honest, Toby's poem is giving like nursery rhyme kind of thingy to me.
Look at
Because-
Alan.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But how could the doctor not stay? The patients need the doctor, right? No, because the apple is in sight.
This feels
Apples
like it's
grow.
belongs to Disney.
Apples grow from tip to. No, it goes to Snow White. They sure could be slow though. Apples, apples way up high. With this height, I'd reach the sky. With apples, lots of tasty meals are made, which are all cut with a blade. Finally, we can all say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Maybe
Correct.
like an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
I'm not saying Toby's poem is horrid. I'm saying my singing is horrid.
I mean, like, it's in the testing phase of the melody, so it could be something like that. But it does give, like, nursery rhyme vibes. I will be taking this to teach my 5-year-old cousin. Thank you very much.
What?
I have a 4-year-old cousin and a 1-year-old and a half and a 1-year-old and a half neighbor.
You know, like, she's, like, 5 years old, but I have to call her older sister.
My
Like, big sister.
I am currently
baby
copying
cousin-
the poem of an apple just to teach my little brother 5 years old.
my
That's
baby cousin is
cute.
basically the only boy child in the entire family. I mean, every other child is a girl.
That's actually, like, reverse for me in, like,
Why
my,
genes did not stand a chance?
in my, you know, in my dad's side, I'm the only girl there is. Seriously.
Oh,
5 grandchildren, 1 girl.
I'm the only girl in my town. Kind of like the only girl in my
I
generation.
mean, you get the batch of your catch, though, so that's nice.
There are 4 boys and 1 girl, and that's me. I'm the only one.
Let's see. Okay. Poem of a Rock. Once upon a time, there is a field where a little rock lies. The little rock was a gray small guy, loving his life like great rock kind he was. Oh. Yeah, okay, so I guess through this exercise, you already kind of like know what type of similes, what type of metaphors there is, and maybe adjust that accordingly if you want. Sometimes maybe like poems don't need that much personification, that kind of figure of speeches, but sometimes they are needed when you are trying to like describe things. For example, describing nature, describing uh just describing things in general. With narrative poems like Lena's, usually you wouldn't see that as much. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, so one thing that I would like to bring to your attention is that you guys have been doing these lessons so much faster than I've anticipated because I didn't think that you guys would get these quite done like that fast. Last time I did this course, it was a bit slower. So let me see if there is something. because you guys basically finished the entire curriculum for today in like an hour.
We're going to write a poem today.
I mean, you've already written a poem, so if you want to write more, then it's fine, but yeah. Skin. Okay, did I tell you about the type of rhymes, or have I like done types of rhymes here? I didn't tell you about the types of rhymes like perfect rhyme, I rhyme, internal rhyme, that kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is what we will be doing today but I'll try to like split it up a bit. Okay, so quick quiz here. There would be homework for today, but anyone who can answer, I want you guys to answer in the chat, but anyone who can answer what a trochaic pentameter is, would get no homework today. So, what is a trochaic pentameter? Answer in the chat. Come on. Let me see.
Can you say that again?
Trochaic pentameter. I'll send it in the chat if it's too.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct, but you have to know which one it is. Something to relate to number 5. That's true. Luna's almost there, but not yet. What's the name for trochaic feet? Does anyone remember? Almost there, but not yet. It's in the quiz though. Again, almost there. You're missing one word. Oh, God.
That's the best guess I can possibly give.
I mean, like one more. It's just like a change in one word. Basically that.
I'm so close.
You're so close though.
Trochi?
What?
Trochi feet? Is that a thing?
Yep, you've hit the jackpot.
What is a Joe
Wow.
thing?
It's,
What is it?
It's 5 trachis.
Or 5 12 inches in nose.
This is how you'd say it.
5 Joe.
5 short.
Yeah, so you guys were just off by that one word. Nothing else, just that one word.
Like this.
Trochaic feet. I mean, like, trochaic feet is another way you say trach. So yeah, usually you would use
Like that.
like what I've said, like what I've written in the chat. But you guys are just off by a little bit. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. Now let's go on to types and different types of rhymes. This is one of the most eye-soaring parts when it comes to poetry because I could not get this when I was trying to. I can't even like get this when I was trying to find a good like poem. Okay, so rhyme is basically the similarities in a word. You especially in the line. For example, sea and tree is two words that rhyme with each other. They have the same sound at the end, the E sound, the prolonged I sound, basically. There are like various types of rhymes that you can implement throughout your own poetry. And when you use different types of rhymes, it does create kind of like a musical effect. This is why poetry is a lot of the times being made into nursery songs, nursery rhymes, basically. So you can see that a lot of the times the songs that you sang as a kid were actually poems and not songs. First is the perfect rhyme. Perfect rhyme means that the final stressed syllable of the words sound exactly the same. These are the most commonly used, and I see that you guys have used this a lot because it's practical and it's the easiest ways to implement types of rhymes. Okay, so for example, this is Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening from Robert Frost. Whose wood these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here, to watch his wood fill up with snow. You can see that no, though, and snow are all perfect rhyme. Here is the only word that does not rhyme with others. When you write poems like these, it does create a bit of a barrier because you can't really like use more creative words, but most of the time you can get by with words that are pretty similar. Second is slant rhyme. Slant rhyme is vowel sounds are similar, but the consonants being vowel sounds is A, E, I, O, U, that kind of thing. But the consonants, every other letter are probably different. Slant rhymes are less subtle compared to perfect rhymes, and it's used a lot in more modern poetry instead of what is the old poetry, where it's just like, oh, these two need to rhyme perfectly together. It's used a lot in type of like free verse poems, that kind of thing. Here's our example, Hope is a Thing with Feathers. There's also a song.
We have that poem on our wallpaper.
Hope is a
Really?
thing with feathers.
There's also a song with the same name. If you want, I can play it for you at the end. But yeah, Hope is a thing with feathers that perch the soul, sings the tune without the words, and never stops at all. Soul and all are the same. Feathers and word do not rhyme. You can see that soul and all. If you like do it in like a British voice, then it would rhyme. Sorry, but I'm not that used to British voice, so sorry. But yeah, it's less pronounced when it comes to the rhyme, and it's more subtle. It feels a little bit it makes it feel a bit more nuanced compared to what is the perfect rhyme. Third is I rhyme. I rhyme is something that looks like they should rhyme. For example, like the word dough and the word through looks like it should rhyme, right? But it doesn't. I rhyme is a lot of the times common in poetry, where in older poetry, that kind of like Shakespearean, sometimes even like older, where pronunciation has changed. It does provide a lot of the times like visuals rather than sound. Again, this is Sonnet 18. Does anyone want to relive Sonnet 18, or should we just go straight to the other types? Here. Okay, so here you can see that day and May do rhyme. Temperate and date do not. But in the olden time, temperate and date did rhyme. So it is a matter of history and linguistics rather than what is today. I rhymes are not really popular now because it doesn't really make for a good like line in a poem, but it was very popular in the olden days of poetry. Internal rhyme. This rhymes is These kinds of rhymes are rhyming words that appear within a single line of poetry. Do be aware that one line would start with a capital letter. So two of these are actually one line, two of these are actually one line. So do be mindful of that. Sometimes you might like think of it as two lines, but it actually is one line. You see here that dreary and wary is rhyming, and this types of rhymes do enhance the almost the musicality of it, and it does make for a more makes for a better tune, and it adds a lot of complexity, it adds a lot of layers of nuance when it comes to these kinds of things. Last, so now I want you to see what now it is already 52, so I'll assign this at home. I'll assign this for you to do here, but also it's for homework as well. One thing is that in the sorry. Homework is here. Uh, Day is number 1725. Uh, Uh, Okay, so that will be your homework for today. Please make sure to publish it by Thursday. I will also be announcing this in the Zalo chat, so anyone who can so I would be giving you like 5 minutes here for you guys to basically ask any questions that you have, and then we can and then you will be able to do it on your own at this part, okay? So if you have any questions on the homework, you can do it now. So you can ask it right now.
Where do you get the poem?
Oh, the poem is it's an excerpt from The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. If you want to read the whole thing, then yeah, that's fine.
I love The Road Not Taken.
May I
You
ask
read it
a
before?
question?
Yeah.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
So where will we submit our homework?
In the Padlet as well. Just make a new post.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so is that
Are we allowed to leave now?
yeah, if you have any things that you don't have any like more questions, you can leave. Make sure to do your homework though.
Okay.
Bye.
Why are people still in here?
I don't know.
Can we do something else? I'm pretty sure this class ends at 6:30.
Well,
It actually ends at 6.
5:57.
It's 4:30 to 6. So you guys can leave if you want.
Can we do something interesting? I mean, let's
What
say
is something interesting?
read a scary.
Singing Halajua.
So let's just play either a game kit or a plug kit or a Kahoot game.
Or maybe you could sing us Halajua.
No, thank you. Or maybe you could mess up playing, what was that again? Kiss the Rain on like in front of thousands of people.
What?
Luna like applied for the
Stop!
talent at the 2025 WS season
Okay,
round, and she wanted to play the okay, she left. Anyway, she wanted to play the piano. She wanted to sing first, and then she changed her mind, and then she chose to play the piano, and she chose to play Kiss the Rain. And then a few minutes before her turn, she changed her song from River Flows and to Kiss the Rain. And like I really have to say, she messed up a lot. And whenever she messed up, she just looked at the audience like unconsciously and then went back to playing again.
I mean, like the
They
self-doubt
look like
does have the thing. There's the self-doubt, I guess. I am debating if I should be like in the next World Scholar Cup.
Like the next World Scholars Cup, where?
Then where else?
Like I mean, I've joined Danang this year, but I don't know about the next year. I would either team up with someone else in the South or still go with Luna and Jenny in Danang.
To be honest,
Did you go this year?
no, I didn't. I had a lot of things that were going on, so I wasn't able to do so. To be honest, if you're going to like the Ho Chi Minh round, it's gonna be really, really cutthroat. Like the kids there are actually really talented. Trust me, I've had a 10-year-old tear me down because of like a little mistake I made while I was debating. Like I was so mad at myself for that, to be honest.
So basically, you lost the 10-year-old.
Hey,
So basically, it's like
hey, the 10-year-old is
from what I heard, correct? I didn't heard that correctly.
the 10-year-old has more debating experience than me. I can make excuses here and okay? But it's already 6, so you guys can leave if you want. I have a class in like 7 and I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm getting out. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.